back on air. I think we have some few, let me see, SMS, yeah, text messages concerning the topic for the day. Abong, yeah, the guy is responding to our Abela. Abong, future from Bamenda. I think he reacted poorly, but still let CAF start doing what is right in front of Africans. And while not, the world football is a game which should be free from politics, I think, yeah. That's a reaction of Future watching this program out there in Bamenda. Another reaction here, Ture shouldn't be greedy and jealous. Let him give more thanks to God for the second position. Jifen Amadou from Bafang. Yamela, I think Yaya is overreacting, which makes him stupid. Pierre deserves it. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang deserves it this year and even next year in advance. People like Samuel Eto'o, who have been cheated severally, never reacted. That's what I was telling my brother Eli. We regret ever crowning. He was saying, you're very excessive here. Regret ever crowning Yaya. That's not the behavior of a leader. People must vote you. You can't win it by force. Leli Nelly from Bangem Kupe Mani Nguba. Yeah. Another SMS. Hi, my brother. Why not Yaya Toure again? Or how are they chosen? It's please, if you have an idea, tell us. I'm disappointed. Bless from Morocco. Yeah, Bless is watching this program from Morocco. +222. Just give an idea of those who are watching the program, because we're not like playing pranks here. Watching from Morocco. Where in Morocco? Agadir, Casablanca, or Rabat. Toure is mad. He's just being jealous. He should learn to appreciate youngsters. Pascal from DOP greeting us. Okay, we're watching on your reaction. Just after the slot of Ellie Smith, we shall be taking your calls. So start sending your text messages is good now. But just after Ellie Smith, as I told you, we are going to be receiving your calls. Ellie Smith.
Yes, sir.
Abela.
Abong.
How are you, my brother?
I'm very fine.
How's the weekend like?
Well, so.
Yeah, you didn't have time to go to the Kamasesh beginning or end of year.
Sure, I'm really sorry about that. I
Yeah.
would have really wanted to, because Annette FX really wanted us to
be there. Yeah.
But I had a family meeting, hence I could not.
The president was here Friday, Moki Charles Linonge.
Yes, and we are planning to have him in the program, the forum, so he can explain to us the objectives of Kamasej, their plans this year. So it will be a very good thing for...
I think for those who attended the Kamasesh meeting, like Emmanuel Birfika, brought some images. We shall be having these images, I think, tomorrow, because we have a little problem with our hard drive. So tomorrow we shall be having the images of the end of year or beginning of the year of Kamasesh D chapter. Eli.
Yes, sir.
Let's talk international politics. Tell us, what is really the cause of the current crisis in the Korean Peninsula?
Well, the cause is that it is a test of, the alleged test of the hydrogen bomb that the leaders of North Korea have decided to test this time around.
On the day of the birthday of the leader.
Exactly, and we don't even know when he was born. But let's accept that is the day of his birthday that Kim Jong-un decided to detonate the hydrogen bomb. That is the reason why South Korea was angry. Not only South Korea, the United States,
even China
contested it, because they have always decided to make Korea, to denuclearize Korea, or to reduce Korea's investment in the arms sector. Because North Korea is the last reclusive Stalinian state in the world that is investing massively in the arms sector, while its citizens are dying of hunger, and there is a very violent autocratic dictatorship in that country.
The other time, they accused him of killing his uncle. But at the end of the day, he didn't kill anybody.
Yeah, well,
they said he killed his girlfriend. Everybody was saying, the media, everybody, that he killed the girlfriend. At the end of the day, the girl is still alive. Yes. Is it not a problem of communication?
No, there's no problem of communication. You need to understand that.
Or telling lies, because this mainstream media.
Yeah, okay. On the other hand, if I understand, you are trying to share the opinion of
I'm not saying that they are not a brutal dictator, but I want to believe that at times people exaggerate.
Yeah, there might be an element of exaggeration. But in the reality, that is a country that is very violent.
Yeah.
That people are dying of hunger while they invest massively in weaponry, which is unfair. You cannot be buying weapons upon weapons, trying to test nuclear bombs. They have tested, I think, about 6 since 2006, and at the detriment of the health or the well-being of the people. So I think it's something which is unfair, it's uncalled for, and it's something which is a government that needs to if there is need to talk to them, to make them also. On the other hand, I think the problem in South Korea is that, North Korea is that they are afraid that in case they don't have all those weapons, they might be vulnerable to an invasion from America or from South Korea. Yeah.
Is that possible, since we know China is a big gun, they are supporting North Korea? Can America try to invade North Korea? Is it possible?
America can, but America doesn't want. It is not necessary. America has already fought a war, the Korean
War.
Because
it will be a violent war. If you dare that, it will be a violent war in that area.
Yes.
If they start testing their bombs and then throwing bombs in South Korea, that will be very dangerous.
It is going to be dangerous.
Very dangerous.
It is going to be dangerous. Hence, the Americans are trying to look for alternative for a peaceful solution into the into the Korean Peninsula, that is between the North and the South. You know, technically, this country are still at war because the war ended in 1953 when the country was partitioned, and the North survived or succeeded simply because they had a support from the Soviet Union then, and then China. And then the Americans were backing the government of South Korea. And they have a demilitarized zone in the north. That's the reason why
between the north and the south.
Between the north and the south, exactly.
So now, who is playing? Because I think somebody is not playing. Somebody is not being sincere here.
I think
somebody is not really being sincere. If Russia is sincere, if China is sincere, if the United States is sincere, why is it that they get their money from where? The military experts, those who are building these stuff, are coming from the West.
Oh, well, not necessarily. They might. You know, if nobody can prevent Senator Cletus to leave and go and work in Nigeria, and go and work in South Africa, and go and work in Congo, and go and work in France. Yeah. You have your talent. I think you will not prevent a Western engineer if there are some who are willing to go and help the government of North Korea. But now, where does the money come from? I think the money from North Korea. The North Korean government is a government that...
They do business with China.
They do business with China.
BRICS business.
Yeah, they do business with African countries as well. With Congo, with Angola. They sell weapons. They deal with... They also help governments like the government of Iran, the government of Syria under Saddam Hussein, even the
Iraq under Saddam Hussein.
Yeah, the government of Iraq under Saddam Hussein, and then Iran. And even Pakistan, because what the North Koreans have, they have this expertise in atomic bomb. Hence, some of these countries are in a nutshell, you're saying that the Soviet Union transferred this technology to them. Exactly. It is the Soviet Union that transferred technology to them, just as it was the Soviet Union that did the same thing to China. So now they have improved on it, and they are selling their know-how to some countries, mostly dictatorial regimes, like the government of Iran, like the government of Iraq under Saddam Hussein.
Iran is dictatorial?
Yes.
The Iranian regime?
The Iranian regime is a dictatorial regime because it is a regime, yes, there is a kind of democracy taking place, but people are not free to do what they want. Now, if you might say, compared to Saudi Arabia, if that's your...
other Arab nations.
Or other Arab nation, excluding Lebanon, then Iran is different. But when you look at it in a nutshell, this is a country whereby if you are a Christian, you might have problems. This is a country whereby homosexuals are killed, murdered. This is a country whereby there are some limits in terms of freedom of speech.
So should they allow homosexuals in their country?
No, homosexuality is an individual right. A Democrat has to support everybody, even if you are a gay. Homosexuality has nothing to do with theocracy. Every human being has a right to do what he or she wants to do with his own life. And I think it is part of being tolerant to support homosexuality. You cannot say you are a Democrat and you are against homosexuality.
So can democracy push us to accept homosexuality?
No.
Because we have that debate. I was watching the intervention of Macky Sall, who was like, why on earth should you impose on us the way you look at things? Why on earth? Because that's a very big debate now. If you go to the Western world, they are against polygamy. Totally against. The laws are against polygamy.
Now it is left also on us Africans who, not all Africans, those Africans who support polygamy, to promote polygamy and show the advantages that they have in polygamy. I think it's a matter of human rights.
They'll think we are savage. Let's continue.
No, it's a matter of savage. Because even in the United States, in Utah,
my personal opinion is I'm not for homosexuality. Okay. Let's continue with this. What is the difference between an atomic and a hydrogen bomb?
Good. Now the hydrogen bomb is about fission. That not atomic bomb. Yeah, atomic bomb is about fission. That is the breaking up of large amounts of atoms. That it can either be uranium or plutonium in a supercritical chain reactions. Whereas when you have when you have hydrogen bomb or thermonuclear bomb, it uses fusion with large amount of energy. It is in order.
So it's much more dangerous than the atomic bomb.
Exactly. It's a kind of.
We're talking of air here. People breathe hydrogen.
A hydrogen bomb. That is it.
It blends with oxygen and then becomes very dangerous.
Very dangerous. So it's like it's an atomic bomb inside a core, which means that we have an atomic bomb plus the air and you see like so it's more powerful than a normal atomic bomb.
My goodness.
Yes.
So these guys, they have gone one step higher because they were struggling to reduce their capacity to have atomic bombs. Now they tested hydrogen bomb.
Yes. Now that is what we are saying, and that is the fear that people are having, but the Americans seem to downplay it, and China is trying to go and test on its borders to see if there is a kind of the tremor, because when it is tested, we can have tremors and see if there has a kind of radioactivities. That has not been done, or if it has been done, that's when it's going to be confirmed whether they have tested the hydrogen bomb or not.
China can hide it. We're talking of aerial politics here.
Yeah, but China will not, because China will not like
they
to
can keep it for themselves and then put the pressure.
Yeah, but you have to understand that contrary to what we think, China is becoming a modern nation. That is why you see China, first of all, was a kind of secluded country. It is now open since 1976, and besides that, now China even economically is trying to adapt to do normal things,
to the modern trends,
to do normal trends. And China wants to become a responsible player globally. China doesn't want to act as a rogue state or trying to
want to become a superpower.
They want to become a superpower, and in becoming, and
you need to be responsible.
You need to be responsible. What China has also to do is that in itself, China has to be a democracy. And I think China is going to become a democracy one day, because democracy is the best.
We know the biggest democracy in the world is India.
Is India.
So waiting on China, the day they will decide to become one man, one vote, then it will be the biggest democracy.
As at now, they have their own brand of democracy, which is
the Communist Party.
Communist Party, where they are changing leaders after every 10 years.
But it's working with them.
It's working.
We say they are dictatorial, the regimes, but there's a change of power.
Sure,
after 10 years, we'll have a new leader, a new leadership, different. It makes development become real.
Yeah, the reason why they are classifying them as being a dictatorship is simply because we have a problem of human rights in China. You have a problem of freedom of speech in China. In China, you have a problem of death penalty, freedom of speech.
America is not a dictatorship. There's death penalty in America.
Sure,
it's brutal even.
Yes, but the difference between America and China is that in most cases, they go back and revisit cases. And when the court or the government is faulty, the government is punished. We have seen cases of false or a kind of kangaroo court cases whereby a number of people were sent to jail, and they discovered that they made a mistake 30 years later, but they have paid.
Quite very interesting talking with you, Elise Mead, on some of these issues. So I want us now to change the topic and talk economy.
Sure.
If you're ready for that, we can go.
Yes, sir.
So let's talk about the year 2015 and I think perspective for 2016. So what are the worst economic performance this year? And that might be fleeting with economic disaster. That's what I say this year. We're talking of last year.
Last year.
Yeah, and then
this year,
for this year,
and then we are flirting there with the economic disaster, which means that they might go Argentina, which means we have countries like Venezuela, we have Greece, we have Ukraine, and then we have Brazil, and we have Argentina. Those are the countries that, well, one never knows. They might either
Greece almost went bankrupt.
Sure, they went bankrupt. And
Ukraine, the same situation.
The same thing with the Ukraine, even though Ukraine was a kind, in quote, rescued by the European Union. But Ukraine is still suffering from the problem that they have in the east. And
before this problem, there was another economic problem.
Yes, because
now it has worsened the situation.
It has worsened the situation because the vital and economic zone of Ukraine is in the east.
In Donbass.
It's in the east, and they are trying to rebel against the government of the central government, and I think that's we have Argentina that is almost going on recession. We have Brazil that is already rated as a junk economy because it is in recession and might the first time since 1916. 1916, exactly.
So how many countries are rated in this list?
We have 93 countries that have been rated.
How many African countries?
Only 4 African countries in it.
Yeah.
You have South Africa, Ghana, Kenya, Egypt, and Nigeria. 5 African countries.
So the others doing business got it right?
Yeah, they got it right, and the economy is not so much big and important, or much important that it could be seen or come into the radar of Bloomberg, because the source of this information is from Bloomberg.
Bloomberg,
yes.
Okay. It's a big media too.
Yes, the big media focus on economy and environmental stories.
Okay. So that will be that for today.
Yes, sir. That will be that
for today. And if you're watching the program, you can call us now to react on the topic you have under the screen. People are calling. You can call now. We will have. We'll be receiving your calls with Ellie Smith. We just have something like 10 minutes to go on the program for calls, and then the rest of the time you'll be sending us a text message. So Ellie, let me check out what you have. If we have some messages, yes, we do. Abela, to you guys in the studio. If a man is not happy with the success or achievement of another fellow man, he is nothing but being jealous. Yaya is just being jealous from Zani, who is watching this program out there in Tico, that is in the southwest region. Just greeting to you all. Canal English. Beautiful one day. Just greeting also. The person did not sign the SMS. Yaya today should learn to know that any talentuous person is worthy to win the so needed award. So PE up from ZB Nicholas Jamita in Nigeria. Yeah, he's watching out there in Nigeria. Yaya Toure should be humble and simply accept the choice of the Confederation. He is far from being the most talented African player. What has he actually done to deserve that prestigious title this year? I think he's overdoing it. Dumo Boniface from Banjok. Yeah, Banjok, that is in the Upper Sanaga division,
exactly,
in the central region of Cameroon. So you can call us if you are watching the program now. You can call us to react on the program live. I think we had some text messages that came last week on the topic. Let me see if it's all concerning fuel prices. Yes, because he warned administrators not to abuse power and not because of fuel. I think many of your happiness, this one was coming from, I think the person didn't sign the SMS. Those text messages were received last week. People who listen to the speech of the president, and others are sending us text message instead of LMS instead of SMS. Very long. We can't read that one. Barrister Chia from Bonamusadi. Yeah, Barrister Chia reacted concerning that which concerned the speech of the president. The reality of the issue about the president's speech. Okay, let's see if there's somebody on the line. Let's take. Hello, good morning. Yeah, that one was the person just flashed us. And let me continue with the SMS of the Barrister Chia from Bonamusadi. The reality of the issue about the president's speech is that he tactfully evaded any immediate discrepancies from the Cameroon people, and to my view, that is what a good leader is made of. Barrister Chia from Bonamusa, the political politicking. Okay, our food for thought today, Eli, you react on it.
Yes.
Our prime purpose in this life is to help others, and if you can't help them, at least don't hurt them.
Exactly, that's the Dalai Lama,
Yeah.
right? It's true. You need to help others, but if you're not able to help others, you don't have to hurt them. So you don't have to do things. Even hurting somebody doesn't necessarily mean they have to go and hit somebody. Even in utterances, for example, well, I don't know what is
The
wrong.
tongue can be very dangerous.
Yes, I don't know what is the problem with Yaya Toure, but I think that sometimes you better stay quiet, but it's always a very good thing to help others. If you're helping somebody, you are doing a very good job.
Like I was saying, if you follow the performances, of Samuel Eto'o.
Yes.
Yeah. When he started winning 2003 the Ballon d'Or, he was supposed to win up to 2010.
Sure.
2010, because his performance was, he was the #1 in Africa, #1. He was amongst the third, the fourth in the world.
Yeah.
And why would he not win the Ballon d'Or? He didn't react.
He did not react.
He did not say anything.
He did not say anything. I think it was wise
Yeah.
from Samuel Eto'o not
There,
to...
even there was one Ballon d'Or that they gave Drogba. At the end of the day, Drogba said, hey, it was more powerful than me. That year.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
It's funny, the reaction of Yaya.
Sure. You know, people like Eto'o, Drogba was very humble. Saying what he said was a show of...
Eli, let me take someone on the line. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Hello? Okay, problem with the telephone. So yeah, let's continue.
I think what Drogba said when recognizing the fact that Eto'o was more than him, but he won the award that he is, a kind of being humble.
Yeah.
And it's something which is different from Yaya Toure. I want to believe, I'm not sure, perhaps Yaya Toure wanted to have the same record.
Break the record, because they have 4 Ballon d'Ors.
Break the records of Samuel Eto'o. But on the other hand, there are also some people who have questioned the criteria of awarding that.
I'm okay with you. We have been since the Ballon d'Ors. We're talking here of Eto'o, the Drogba, another Ballon d'Or for Drogba was given to Kanute. We criticized that, but the funny thing is that 4 years now, Yaya Toure has been the winner with these same criteria.
Yes. Okay. Maybe Yaya Toure could not stand the fact that he came being
and then break the record.
Breaking the record. And well, we know our stars are like that. He's a talented guy. We should also...
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Senator.
Yeah, what's your name, sir?
My name is Edward Tanto, calling from Kribi.
Yeah, Edward calling from Kribi. Abela to you, Edward.
Yeah, Abela, my brother. I'm very happy. In fact, your program is very wonderful.
Thank you. So, your reaction?
My reaction is about Yaya Toure. He's just being jealous, honestly, because he does not even deserve the second position that they gave him. He was supposed to be the 10th.
Okay. Okay. So to you, Yaya is jealous.
With what my brother beside you is saying, DJ Drogba is more different, educated, and a Christian in that matter. So he has to be humble. He's humble. So he's a leader in this more than
Yeah.
So at least we should copy some examples. I thank both of you. In fact, your program is wonderful. God will bless you people here.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Bye-bye for now. Somebody else on the line. Oh, that one was just flashing also. We think let's watch this video, Kiss Daniel.
Okay.
One of the parents is from Manyu, Bayange. He lives in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Yeah, he sings so well.
She's Cameroonian.
He is
partly. Oh,
he is partly Cameroonian. Kiss Daniel. It is his latest video. If my director is set, then let's watch the latest video of Kiss Daniel. Just after the video, we shall be talking with Kejang Henry Atembe and Michael Boam.